Yeah, for this video, it's actually a special occasion, at least as I'm recording this. Not sure if it's going to go up today or if, Wi-Fi problems and all that, but today is the Bruce Lee's birthday. And for that, I figured it would be a good time to watch some of his training footage and talk about it. Because, that's one of the things I do on here. Haven't done one of the training videos, reaction videos in a while, so might as well. Now, I found this compilation that's Bruce Lee Backyard Workout Complete. Not, not sure how much this is going to have, or if it won't get repetitive or anything, but good to talk about. Since, this is primarily how a lot of his training would be. Okay, that's actually the first thing to talk about. But yeah, he's doing This is sidekicks with pads. He actually mentioned in there actually were notes. I'm not sure if he directly wrote anything on it because I read it in Bruce Lee's Art of Expressing the Human Body, which was actually written and published after his death, and it was basically just a collection of his training notes. But it specifically said he didn't like practicing the sidekick too much with if it wasn't on something because that can lead to knee problems, which is actually something that I noticed myself, but didn't really put two and two together until I read it in the book. So that's interesting, and it's also just good for helping train to generate more power.
I give you one more. Okay, stop. Okay, then. Wait a minute.
Put those on real quick. One sec. Okay, got my glasses. Nobody make any jokes about this in the comments. He is doing his closing distance while doing this. It's good, training two things at once.
Last one.
Last one.
Next. Hey,
it looks like multiple people are doing this. This is actually, I think it's Bruce Lee. Just gonna this for a second. But Bruce Lee actually did teach lessons almost daily to various people. Most notably is he taught Chuck Norris, who is my personal hero. But yeah, and he charged a lot for them. But given his legacy, most people nowadays would not hesitate to pay. Many people nowadays would not hesitate to pay that much. Alright. Okay, that looked like a hook kick more than a side kick. Again, old camera and all that. But, okay. Gonna see if I can skip ahead, get some different footage of different things. Okay, step up side kick rather than just stepping up and then throwing a side kick. If you're wondering what the difference is in that case, it's power. I've been hit with both of those. Step through side kicks have so much more. Okay. Okay. This, as far as I can tell, is actually I'm not sure what the specific goal here is, or if that's even a drill. Okay. This is basically kind of like touch sparring, I think. It could be preset, but they're throwing different things. I think it's just touch sparring. It's actually a thing that I've heard a lot of people criticize about Bruce Lee, saying he didn't spar enough. But, this is a form of sparring. It's just not full contact. And, it's more or less going to just till one person lands a clean thing, but yeah. And of course, they're not really hitting hard because, well, you want to be able to train every day, so you don't do things that can cause injuries. Well, that can cause severe injuries. Like, injuries happen. Like, I remember when I was reading The Art of Expressing the Human Body, in his notes, he actually listed specific things like I remember thinking it was funny at one point where he left in his notes that one of his knuckles hurt. He even specified which knuckle. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but yeah, so injuries happen, but doing touch sparring instead of full contact prevents the serious stuff from happening. Okay, and this bit here, it's these techniques are Wing Chun, which Bruce Lee famously did. Hmm, looks like we're about to see some karate. I don't know what kata that is, but this is a kata. Ba- Most people have heard the term, most notably in the third Karate Kid movie. But basically, kata's purpose is to allow you to perform massive repetitions of techniques, and combinations in solo training. You see, it's and a lot of the techniques that you're training in those actually aren't what they look like. They're basically the solo version of practicing partner drills. Okay, this is Tai Chi. It's also the same thing as with the kata, where it's practicing the techniques, in on your own. But you know, gotta admit, I've always wanted to try Tai Chi, but I only know a couple of moves, and I'm not even that good at them. Okay, let's skip ahead a bit. Okay, this looks like looks like sparring, but yeah, okay. But yeah, I mentioned touch sparring earlier, but yeah, sparring's just I think it's overrated, but it's undeniably good training. Wait, what's hmm. Okay, this I'm not sure what that is on his arm, but okay, some more mid kicking. Looks like, well, not mid kicking, but pad kicking. Hmm. Okay, just kicking the pads. Okay, skip ahead. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Here, that's something different. Okay, okay, hitting the heavy bag, and looks like he has gloves on. I would assume those Kenpo gloves that he designed. I think he designed them. Actually, no, I don't think he designed them. Why did I? Someone designed them, but yeah. But they're basically boxing gloves, but with things allowing you to with yeah, spacing between the fingers. They were like MMA gloves before MMA gloves. They were bulkier. Ugh. Sparred guys wear my one of my senseis, would often wear his and those the ties on them that you have to hold. Yeah, like you tie them to keep the gloves on, but if you get hit with those ties, it leaves a mark on your skin for a few days. Ugh, they're annoying. But yeah, funny enough, Bruce Lee actually used the heavy bag in a different manner than a lot of people do. He just said you should do his method was planning to just do a specific number of the punches to train power output rather than just like with how most people do it nowadays. Most people do it for time or yeah. uh, okay, okay, looks like he was just resetting, yeah, readjusting his gloves there for a second. There, he's actually doing vertical fists. I think he's doing them the Wing Chun style, where it's connecting with the bottom two knuckles rather than these two up here, which almost everyone says to punch with these two knuckles, or occasionally these three. But in Wing Chun, they specifically say to go with these two bottom ones because with the vertical fists like this, it makes it to where it's these two that have the bone support rather than these two. I will say this: that's that I was actually the bit where he was throwing repeated punches and it was just moving the bag backwards and upwards. I actually tried replicating that in my training montage that I did a couple months ago. That it didn't look as cool when I did it, but and honestly, it took me like 16 takes to get what I did, and honestly, I should have done more. Looks kind of stupid. But yeah, he's just practicing massive repetitions of the straight punch or vertical fist. I'm not sure, but yeah, yeah, it's looking more like a vertical fist to me, or maybe just a vertical, an uppercut with a vertical fist. Oh yeah, this one's Bruce, not the other guy. Okay, now that it's Bruce, yeah, this is the thing I was trying to replicate, not the other thing. Wait, who even was that other guy? I mean, admittedly, I have trouble telling because of the, you know, quality of the camera, but yeah. Notice Bruce isn't wearing gloves. Old school martial artists do a lot of knuckle conditioning. Well, it's not just the knuckles, it's the entire hand, the wrist, elbow, shoulder, technically, because, yeah. But yeah, he even mentioned in in his training notes that he did knuckle conditioning, but yeah. But yeah, and he's hitting hard. And I think he's about to kick it. Yep, step through side kick. Wait, was that a step through side kick or a jumping side kick? A bit hard to tell from this. But yeah, definitely hit hard. Oh, yeah, that looks more like a jumping side kick. But this is also not Bruce. Okay, move ahead a bit. Okay, something up. Not sure who this guy is, but okay, I missed that entire thing because of it. Yeah, because of the thing glitching. Okay, so they're practicing their kicks, but I'm not sure if they're stopping it before it hits, or just slipping. I don't know. Are they just stopping it just before it hits? Yeah, to do kind of like the training for movie fight scenes? Or I don't get what the point of that is. Like, it's hard to see if it's even connecting or if the guy's moving his head. Or, probably just, it's if the camera was angle was different, I'd be able to tell. That is a big pad. Wish we had some of those at the school. We got one guy. He's huge, and holding the pads for him feels like trying to stand in front of a bus. Yeah, yeah, with just. Okay, back to the old what was being done previously. Just practicing sidekick. What's this? Oh, James, private lesson for James Coburn. Not sure. Not sure off the top of my head who that is. I probably know, but it's a bit late now. Hmm. Okay, he's teaching the pendulum step, which is it's a major thing in Jeet Kune Do. It's the primary, way of kicking off the front leg because you have most of your weight on the front leg. Yeah, with the basic stance. So that pendulum step allows you to throw that kick, off the front leg faster. It's also a good way for closing distance. Okay, and the back fist, of course. Okay, okay, skip ahead a bit. There's something more to talk about. Ah, hmm, guy's flexible. Okay, and this right here is one of the coolest drills in Wing Chun. It's called Chi Sao. To put it in simple terms, this is training to work against the opponent trying to get inside control. It's just position fighting basically. And if you ever done Chi Sao with a guy who's really good at Chi Sao, it feels like you're just kind of like that 9-year-old who runs up and tries to punch you in the leg repeatedly. That's what you feel like. Yeah, when if in that case. Yeah, it's just about trying to get to a better position. And usually, if oftentimes you'll have the get, it will end up with a follow-up technique. In this case, back fist to the face while getting them sideways so that you have outside control. Yeah, just breaking the center line and throwing a back fist while maintaining hold of their arm. So that's actually pretty good. It's clearing the guard. Okay, looks like they're done with Chiso. Hmm. Well, that's the end of the video. Now I could now I could have found more, yeah, more training footage of yeah over yeah if I looked a bit longer, but how much time is left in this video? But this video is already dragged on pretty long. Didn't get to talk about as yeah much as I thought I would have, but meh, it is what it is. So, in summary, well, this was Bruce Lee's training. He's a legend in the martial arts community. His legacy is undeniable, and while I'm not the biggest fan of him, you know, I like it. I like the work that he did. So, there's and usually I look at training scenes from movies, but if you guys want me to review any other training footage, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, thank you all very much for watching. This is Random Man, signing off.